Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Julia. Today is Friday and I thought I'd take you along for a little bit of kind of a day in my life. Since April, I have been only working Monday through Thursday, so I have Fridays off in addition to the weekend, which has been life-changing for me. So Fridays are like a little combination of a day that I can like get things done, but also a day that I usually am able to like have a little bit of time to relax or just like do something for myself that I enjoy. So let's see, usually our Friday routine is in the mornings. My husband and I drop off our son at daycare and then we go and have what we call our family business meeting. This is just a chance for us to sit down every single week and talk about what does the week ahead look like. We make a grocery list and a meal plan so that we know what we're eating and we have the house stocked with everything that we need. And then of course there's time for us to like talk about anything financial that we need to discuss or any, upcoming dates that need to be on the radar. So that time for us has been so awesome. And we usually go to a coffee shop to do our business meeting too, which is a whole lot of fun. We have a few local cafes that we like to go to, and we just have like a nice relaxing morning, have a little treat and or coffee drink, and then make the plan for the rest of our day. Today, after we had our business meeting, we dashed back home. I turned over a load of laundry. I already had one going before we dropped our son off, and then we headed out the door to go do our grocery shop for the week. We can do it, one of us will do it occasionally without the other, but it's kind of nice. Like if my husband is home, if I'm not working, it's nice to just go together. We tag team it. We always used to grocery shop together for the most part before my son was born, so it's nice to like have that in our lives. And when we came back, we put groceries away and then I had my hour of therapy that I do. I started therapy about a year ago, sometime in the middle of 2024. So I was around 6+ months postpartum. I was not doing well mentally and I've been doing therapy ever since. I'm down to like once every 2 weeks or once every month, just sort of depending on my schedule and my therapist's schedule and how I'm feeling. And lately I've been feeling pretty good, I got to admit. So I just haven't had a huge need to have that weekly session all the time, which has been just a beautiful relief in my life to finally be feeling good. Anyway, that ended a little while ago. I have some baby laundry that needs to get folded. So I think I'm just gonna get some laundry folded and I'll check in with you in a little bit. While I was getting this laundry folded, I pulled up my laptop. You can see it in the bottom corner of the screen there. I am not a huge TV person these days. Like every once in a while I'll watch a show or a movie, but I am a big YouTube watcher and I am chronically behind on my subscriptions. I don't know how many people I subscribe to. I don't watch all of them regularly, but I find myself watching even fewer of them regularly than I used to because I'm just so far behind. I'm always like 5 to 10 days behind on my subscriptions. So I use every little chance I get to just put something on and enjoy a little show, a little fun. This is all the folded baby laundry. I'll put it away in just a minute. But I do notice, and I'm not totally sure why, I know it's because they're thicker, but a lot of the time the waistbands on my son's shorts don't get dry the first round, so I just toss it back in the dryer for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then this is the cloth cover that goes on his high chair that was also really dirty and needed a good clean, so I'm glad that I was able to get that done today. Getting all my son's laundry put away never really takes that long. I do wash his stuff once a week, so it's a week's worth, but it takes me way longer to get my clothes put away. And then I also change his crib sheets once a week too. And then also on Fridays, I'll do a load of sheets from our bed or towels and or a number of other laundry tasks that need to be done. We have his little stuffed animals, his puppy named Puppy and his turtle named Mrs. Honu. Honu is the Hawaiian word for turtle. And my husband grew up in Hawaii, so we bring in the culture when we can. These are also his every night bedtime routine books, the Going to Bed book and Dinah Snores, both by Sandra Boynton. That's part of our little bedtime routine. My son loves to read. Oh, here's a great one. My dad is actually friends with David Bedricki, who is a children's author and illustrator. And when my son was born, he sent us a big stack of books that he inscribed, which is just so special. He actually came and spoke at my elementary school when I was a student there, and I remember thinking that it was like the coolest thing that I personally knew an author. So yeah, it's just fun to be able to have those kind of special things in our life. Picking up the living room, this is where we keep most of my son's toys and books. They do end up all over the house, but for better or worse, we have a small home, so it's not hard to get them back where they need to go. We just have one little bin where we stack most of his toys, and then there's some also on the floor. You can see a couple rows of books. I get in here with the vacuum a couple times a week, maybe like 3 times a week. It's very convenient. Since Christmas, our in-laws gave us this Dyson vacuum, so we don't have to lug out a big machine and plug it in. I can just sort of grab and go. Getting everything tidied though, like it takes so little time, but it makes such a difference to just not feel like my space is completely overwhelmed. I don't know, I just find that when I have a cluttered space, everything just devolves even more quickly. So even if it's just like a little messy, which it always is a little messy, but when there's a little bit of clutter, it just is so much easier to make it more messy. So when I can get in here and just get things kind of back to ground zero, even when things are a little crazy, that is the thing that helps me keep on top of everything. I spend a little bit of time every day out here on our back patio, checking in on my plants. I didn't have to do that much watering this day because we did have quite a big rainstorm the night before, but I do always spend some time just doing a little pruning, deadheading some dead flowers, and just checking out what I've got. I have so many male flowers on my plants, not a whole lot of female flowers, but I do have a couple zucchinis or squashes that are looking promising. Here I'm about to show we have one female plant that is growing, and at this point when I filmed I wasn't 100% sure that it was pollinated, but I can say now that it was pollinated and it is growing. And I also have 2 more since I filmed this that, again, I'm not 100% sure if they pollinated, but they look like they are growing. So my yellow squash is doing really well. And on my zucchini plant, I have a couple more female plants that I'm kind of just waiting to bloom. I'm hoping that they get to that stage because I just find so much joy in this little garden of mine, and it makes me daydream about when we have a bigger space one day, what I might be able to grow. I don't know, there's just something really special about being able to tend to these plants, and they produce food that my family can enjoy. It's really beautiful to me. I don't know. For lunch this day, I had some leftovers. This is not the most beautiful, but this is some pasta with like Boursin cheese and roasted tomatoes, and also some zucchini from a neighbor's garden that was roasted with, or sauteed with some delicious garlic. And that was honestly kind of the rest of our day. My husband and I went out on a little walk, and then we kind of just relaxed the rest of the afternoon. Sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes we have a really full, busy day, and sometimes we get some stuff done and then we just enjoy until it's time to get our son from daycare at the end of the day. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this very short video, a little view into what a Friday is like sometimes for me now that I don't work on Fridays. Hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.